Hi guys, I'm Sam, and welcome to my channel. I guess I'm starting this, and welcome to Prehistoric Kingdom. This is my first and pretty much only park in the game. I've been working for a little over a year, and it's called Andalusia Antigua, or Ancient Andalusia. And yep, I'm in first person, and I'm gonna sort of start giving you a tour, just what the guest can see, while explaining what the park is about a little bit. As you can probably guess, it's supposed to be in Spain, specifically Andalusia, which is sort of the southernmost region of Spain, out towards the uh, Mediterranean and North Africa. And an area with a storied history, of being under both sort of North African Islamic control, and also sort of obviously sort of Christian Spanish control at different points throughout history, and sort of its art and architecture really reflects that, and that's what I wanted to capture. That's why I specifically chose this. It is the scrubland map, which is supposed to be in Spain, but the reason why in the fiction of this park it's in Andalusia was so I could really play with that sort of architecture style, which is a mix of sort of African and Islamic influences mixed with sort of more classic Southern European Christian influences. Right. So as I said, we're in first person, and going down from the entrance, which really is just like the arid entrance building you get in challenge mode. I recolored a little bit and changed up a little bit. I really did like the fact that the dinosaurs, if they're the copper dinosaurs, they're either all sort of oxidized in green or all sort of shiny copper. So I made like this compromise where I just made a copy of each of them and pulled up just a little bit so it looks like it's only oxidized on the top where it's been raining on them, and so on and so forth. Anyway, on here into the park. As you can see, I've sort of signed it a little bit. I might rework the signs into something a little more graphically intricate at some point, but for now it works. This first open plaza here is sort of a little sort of bazaar area, again with those sort of North African influences. And also it made for a very easy sort of early game way to put in some shops and so on and so forth. First area here, the Raptor Ravine, has the Velociraptor, as the name suggests. They're all babies at the moment, because when the newest update aired, I removed every animal I had in the park, and then added in sort of new ones, starting at babies and with realistic sort of aging speed, so as to allowing them to get the highest sort of rating and fertility once they grow up, because this is a long-term project. Yeah, there they are, the cute little chickens. This sort of enrichment item is something I made myself. It's the meat, so to speak, is made out of the rustic log pieces that I've changed around and recolored and stuff. I really hope we get like an interactable enrichment item like this at some point, but I'm pretty proud of what I've made with the pieces I had. Anyway, as you may notice, the whole game is paused, which is because this is a decent computer, but not a great one, and recording while also have the game sort of running and moving around, it fucks up both the sound and the... Oh, damn, I'm gonna get demonetized. It messes up both the recording, both sound and image. So yeah, so nice little plaza, and onwards. These bathroom stalls are probably gonna be changed at some point. Right now they're just sort of holes in the rock. There's some, this is sort of staff access. You can see we have a dump, I'm about to say. And up here is a sort of a little bit of seating, implied seating for the staff to take a break and look over the area, and some backdoor paths to deeper into the park. Okay. This is also staff access. We have the whole sort of the starting staff buildings back here. I'll come back to that later. Moving on, we get to the El Pantano del Norte, which is, excuse my horrible pronunciation, that's the northern swamps. In here we have the Scelidosaurus and the iguana. Iguanodon, not iguanas, obviously. Which they're also babies right now, so you probably can't see them because they're tiny in this giant enclosure. I'm just gonna sneak back here and show you their backstage, because I can. Again, we have all the starting backstage buildings here. Most of the sort of backstage props and stuff are downloaded from the workshop. I'll see if I can link them under the video, in case I actually upload this. It's a very simple thing here, and sort of I made the gates just large enough that once they grow up, the iguanodons will only be able to go in here. So sort of in the fiction, you would imagine you could give the Scelidosaurus some privacy in here, and like because the gate is not broad enough for the iguanodon to go in. Here we have one of the little fellas. Hello, big Scelidosaurus. Nice. This is gonna look a lot more like fitting of a size of habitat once it's finished. Anyway, back out. At some point I'm probably gonna remove all this. Well, not remove, but move it. If you play the game, you know, most things in the game you can copy as many times as you want, but the staff building, where the staff go to rest and train and so on and so forth, and a few other sort of buildings are limited to only one per park. And so once I expand the park more, I'll probably have to move that sort of further into the middle of the park to make sure the staff never have too far to go to get back. As you can see, there's a lot of guests here. I don't know if I quite like how quickly the park fills up with guests. This is sort of an alternative entrance into the previous habitat, and also the habitat back here, which you will see in a moment. This is the next big sort of guest feature, the Antiguo Atrio, or the ancient atrium. Again, inspired by sort of southern Spanish architecture. There's this lovely reflection pool in the middle, which you can't see at all because the guests are stepping on it. It's because it's not actually water in there, it's panes of glass. I really want to have water in there, but terrain tools are difficult to work with in such small scale and with the building and stuff. So for now it's just glass. Maybe I'll change that in the future. I have a restaurant in here, the Triassic Tortillas. Excuse the puns, there's gonna be more of them. A few more shops, some bathrooms. And once you get out here at the platform, you can see why it's called Triassic Tortillas, because this is the Plateosaurus habitat. They're all the way over here. Maybe I can, I think. There's binoculars here. They don't quite go far enough. I'll have to add more of binoculars, I imagine. Oh, I did. Never mind. Forget what I said. They're also babies at the moment, but they'll grow up. Coming out from the atrium, again, a bit of signage. We get the sort of grandiosely named Bridge of Time. I allowed myself to name it that because I spent a lot of time building it, and I'm pretty proud of it. It's based, or it's inspired by a specific pair of bridges in the Plaza de España in Sevilla. It took me a while to build, and I could have made it a lot more intricate, but unfortunately, with the way the game works at the moment, a lot of sort of the intricacy of something like this would just disappear the moment you zoomed out too much. So this is the compromise I ended up on. I'm quite proud of it anyway. We get to the Archaeopteryx Plaza. We have, well, the Archaeopteryx. They're somewhere in here in their little enclosure. I think I see one up there in the tree. Yeah. reused a few of the sort of bazaar shops. And then from the Plateosaurus we go up the hill to the Sierras Cenozoicas, or Cenozoic Sierras, which is sort of my excuse for having a little bit of pretend realism. As you can imagine, southern Spain gets quite hot, so my solution to have the Ice Age animals, the mammals in the game, sort of somewhere slightly more appropriate, was to put them up on this big plateau. So far there's just the one, the cave bear. They have their little cave bear creek, I'm calling it here, which turns into this lovely waterfall down the side of the cliff here, which unfortunately we can't really see, but I'm gonna zoom out and show you afterwards. And for a nice viewing area and sort of end to our tour, I'll show you this viewing area up here. It's slightly based off of the Alhambra castle in Granada, also in Andalusia. Just sort of very roughly, and it's mostly just an excuse to again put more guest amenities in here, because the guests are very demanding in this game. Let's see if we can spot the cave bears. I'm sure they're in here somewhere. Anyway. Oh, there's one. There we are. Taking a nap in its... Oh, it has it in the wall. Well, anyway, it's supposed to be taking a nap in its cave. Righto. So, this is the park so far. I'm gonna zoom out and talk a little bit more about what my idea is. So, as you can see here, this is sort of the whole thing from above. And this is the whole plateau that I'm gonna turn into the mammal section. And then down here in the lowlands is gonna be more dinosaurs. Right. So, yeah, I guess this is it. I hope you like what I've made. I hope you want to watch it. I'm just starting out from scratch here with sort of this whole I guess making videos thing. So if you want more, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment on the video telling me what you liked and what you didn't like. If you're interested in seeing me continue to expand this park, please tell me. And if you'd rather me starting a park from scratch where you can sort of follow from the beginning, tell me that instead. I have sort of half an idea for another park I might want to do. That really depends on sort of what you guys are into. Yeah. Again, like, subscribe, leave a comment, and thanks for watching. Bye.